Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me for another bonus episode in this series in which I'm sharing our family's experiences in the last year of our daughter Hannah's life, which spanned from February 2008 through February 2009. My desire is to process through the events of those 12 months with a perspective that 16 years has brought, and to point listeners to hope in Jesus along the way. I'm grateful you've joined me. This is bonus episode number 140, Good Medicine. We returned to the Hematology-Oncology Clinic at Arkansas Children's Hospital on Monday morning, fully prepared for Hannah to be admitted so she could finally start her new chemotherapy treatments. But when her blood work showed a platelet level of 3,000, normal is over 150,000, we knew we would not be starting that day. With a platelet level that low, she was at risk for excessive bleeding, and excessive bleeding is a potential side effect of Avastin, the chemotherapy drug she would be receiving. Her red blood counts were also quite low, so instead of chemo, Hannah spent the day receiving transfusions of platelets and blood. The good news was that her ANC was high enough to get her out of isolation. We were right at the beginning of Thanksgiving week, so that meant she could spend the week enjoying visits and hugs from family and friends, and hopefully start back to school after the holiday. Instead of an overnight hospital admission for chemo, we were able to head home that afternoon. We knew it was important for Hannah to start chemotherapy as soon as possible after completing radiation. But at the same time, we knew what good medicine it would be for her body and spirit to have another week to recover. A full week with no appointments or hospital visits, just family, friends, and home-cooked Thanksgiving food. Here's my email from 16 years ago today. Well, Hannah will not be starting chemotherapy today. Her platelets are at 3,000 and her red blood counts are also really low. So instead of chemo, she'll be getting blood and platelets. But here's the good news. Her ANC is 761, so she is officially out of isolation. She's happy to be getting blood because it always makes her feel so much better. She's already been given the platelets, and now she'll receive 2 units of blood, which takes about 4 hours. So we're settling in for a long afternoon. Thankfully, we can go home when we're done. Our oncology nurse came by and told us that we will probably start chemo next Monday if her blood counts will allow it. We just can't start when her counts are so low. And as much as we would like to start and know that we need to start, we can't help but be relieved that Hannah can just enjoy the rest of Thanksgiving week with good food and visits from friends and family. We have so much to be thankful for, even during this difficult season of our lives. We wish all of you a blessed Thanksgiving. In the midst of all the cooking, eating, football watching, and visiting with family, please be sure to take some time to thank God for being good all the time. Jill and Brad.